the show where having like minds can win you big money. And here's your host, Mario Lopez.
Hello, welcome to Blank Slate. Tonight, two teams will each be paired with a hilarious comedian and compete to see who can do the best job matching answers with their teammates, all for a chance to win $10,000. To my right, Sarah Tiana will be playing with Richard and Walter. Now, these friends have hosted over 100 bingo nights together at local bars. Oh.
Yes, you say 100 bingo nights, I say gambling problem. Yeah.
Degenerates, but I respect it.
I respect it, too.
To my left, Dwayne Perkins will be playing with Brooklyn and Madeline. These best friends from Texas long for the days of line dancing and mechanical bull. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know, you can do that in L.A., too. We have that.
It's not the same.
It's not
quite the same.
Oh, everything's bigger in Texas.
Hey,
I get it. I
us
get
country western folk know what's up.
Right.
All right, here's how the game's gonna work. In round one, I'm gonna read your team a fill-in-the-blank question, and you will each write down your answers. If two teammates match, you'll earn 100 points. If all three of you match, I'm gonna give your team 300 points. And if anyone on the team matches our top polled answer from people at home, I'm gonna give your team a 100-point bonus. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
All right, Richard and Walter, here's your first blank slate. Vicky said, "That's the last time I date a centaur. He's half man, half horse. When we went to a restaurant, all he wanted to eat was blank." Vicky said, "Oh, that's the last time I date a centaur. He's half man, half horse. When we went to a restaurant, all he wanted to eat was blank."
You know, I dated this girl who was a centaur once. Yeah. She was hot to trot. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Everyone's finished writing their answers. Richard, Vicky said, "That's the last time I date a centaur. He's half man, half horse. When he went to a restaurant, all he wanted to eat was blank." What did you say?
I was so blank on this one, but I went with hey.
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 Makes sense, makes sense.
That makes sense.
Walter, what did you say?
Hey.
Hey! They're on point with their
They
centaurs.
are on point.
That's a match, Sarah.
They
What'd you
are
write down?
bingo worthy over here. When I think of a horse and somebody hoofing it, I just think of oats. So I'm sorry.
Okay, in the family, but not a match, unfortunately. That's okay, though. If any of you match the people at home, I can give you 100 bonus points. What did they say? Hey! That's a match. Nice job. You've added 100 points to your score, bringing it to 200 points. All right. Brooklyn, Madeline, it's now your turn. Here is your blank slate. Jaws is getting a reboot, and this time it takes place on Mars. So instead of a bigger boat, they're gonna need a bigger blank. Jaws, getting a reboot. This time it takes place on Mars. So instead of a bigger boat, they're gonna need a bigger blank.
I always feel like, oh, I'm so terrified of sharks. But then I think, oh, I think I'm just maybe terrified of being in public in a bathing suit. And maybe that's really, and I make it about the sharks.
You shouldn't be. You look tremendous.
That's very nice of you. Tell that to the sharks.
All right, everyone's finished writing their answers. Madeline, Jaws is getting a reboot, and this time it takes place on Mars. So instead of a bigger boat, they're gonna need a bigger blank. What did you say?
I said spaceship.
Hey, that would make sense. On Mars, Brooklyn, what did you say?
I also said spaceship.
Oh! Dwayne, what did you write down?
Well, you know, I don't want to be the oddball out, so I
Hey,
said spaceship.
look at that. Nice job. All right, if you match the people at home, I can give you 100 bonus points. What did they say? Spaceship. Match all around. Nice job. You've added 100 points to your score, bringing it to 400 points. All right.
Good job.
Richard and Walter, we're back to you. Here's your second blank slate. Dim-witted Derek did it again.
Oh, Derek.
Ah, he did it again. When the streetlight said, "Don't walk," he started to blank. Ah, dim-witted Derek, he did it again. When the streetlight said, "Don't walk," he started to blank. You know how Derek is.
Yeah, you know, it's weird because no one really walks in L.A., so I don't know what's good with Derek.
All right, they're all finished over here. Dim-witted Derek did it again. When the streetlight said, "Don't walk," he started to blank. Richard, what did you say?
Well, if you're not gonna walk, you might as well run.
Hey, I like the way you think, Richard. Walter, what did you say?
I said run as well.
I tell you what, those bingo matches been playing off, Blair, right? Sarah?
Well, I'm putting the F in bingo. I'm telling you that right now, because I said walk.
Oh! You took it
he's
literal.
dim.
Yes, he's dim-witted. You're right.
Literal
But that's why he
lariat.
went next level and ran. That's okay, not a match, but if any of you match the people at home, I can give you 100 bonus points. What did they say? Run! Nice!
All right. You
Great
guys
job.
are
You've
good.
added 100 points to your
I'm
score,
fine.
bringing the total to 400. Nice job. All right. Brooklyn, Madeline, your turn again. Here is your second slate. Old Farmer Fred is at it again. He's out there blanking his favorite horse. You know what they say about Old Farmer Fred.
Oh, yeah.
He's at it again, and he's out there blanking his favorite horse. I mean, this could go many different ways.
I grew up in Georgia, around a lot of farmer Freds, between a cow pasture and a sheep farm. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I know. Whenever I smell fertilizer, it just makes me go prom, but
All right, they finished writing their answers over here. Madeline, Farmer Fred, he's at it again. He's out there blanking his favorite horse. What did you say?
I said riding.
Oh, riding. Nice. Brooklyn, what did you say?
I'm really glad that's what she said because I also said the same
Oh! That's a match, of course. Dwayne, what'd you write down, Claire?
When I dated the female centaur,
Right.
every now and then when we couldn't get an Uber, she'd let me ride.
Hey! That's convenient.
Yes,
I
yes,
like
yes,
that. Match all the way around. Now, if any of you match people at home, I'd give you 100 bonus points. So what did they say? They said riding. Nice, great job. You added 100 points to your score, bringing the total to 800 points. All right. And that's the end of round one. Richard and Walter have 400 points. Brooklyn and Madeline are in the lead with 800 points. This game, however, is just getting started. More matching, more blanks, and more fun when Blank Slate returns. Welcome back to Blank Slate, where one of these teams is going to move on to the final match to play for $10,000. Our scores are Richard and Walter have 400 points, but Brooklyn and Madeline are in the lead with 800 points. But the points are doubled in this round, and to mix things up a little bit, we've got our comics switching teams. Brooklyn and Madeline, you're going to go first in this round. Here we go. Little Miss Muffet went to Australia to eat her curds and whey, when along came a blank and frightened Miss Muffet away. Little Miss Muffet went to Australia to eat her curds and whey, when along came a blank and frightened Miss Muffet away. Wasn't Little Miss Muffet on a tuffet? Was that the thing?
So, yeah,
What is
yeah.
a tuffet?
I don't know. That's a tough fit one.
That's a tuffet. I like dad jokes.
Yeah.
All right, looks like they're all done over here. Madeline, Little Miss Muffet went to Australia to eat her curds and whey, when along came a blank and frightened Miss Muffet away. What did you say?
I said spider.
Oh, you kept it traditional.
Is that what scared her away?
Originally,
yeah.
Oh, I panicked. I didn't know. I had no idea.
there's spiders in Australia.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, what did you say?
My first thought was spiders, and then I went with kangaroo.
You took the Australian spin,
Yeah.
yes. That's not a match, but that's okay. We're gonna see what Sarah said.
Yeah, I remember going to Australia and all my friends back home being like, oh, does the toilet water flow in the opposite direction? And I was like, I don't know, it tastes the same. Anyway, I said kangaroo.
Hey, there we go, that is a match. Now, if any of you match the people at home, I can give you 200 bonus points. What did they say? Kangaroo, there it is. Great job, you added 200 points to your score, bringing it up to 1,200 points. All right. Richard and Walter, it's your turn now, gentlemen. Here's your blank slate. Carla, the construction worker, is moonlighting as a dentist. She told her patient, "This won't hurt a bit," as she reached for a blank. Carla, the construction worker, is moonlighting as a dentist. She told her patient, "Oh, this won't hurt a bit," as she reached for a blank. It's nice to see females in this line of work.
I know,
Right?
right?
Really taking over.
Although I did just have a female dentist pull my wisdom teeth, and she was very good at it, but she knew I was a comedian, and so she pulls out the tooth and she goes, "It's a girl!" And I go, "Not the time, not the time."
No. All right. Everyone's finished writing their answers right here. Richard, Carla, the construction worker, is moonlighting as a dentist. She told her patient, this won't hurt a bit, as she reached for a blank. What did you say?
Well, I put she reached for her drill.
Ah, ironically, they both have drills.
Yeah.
But different ones. Walter, what did you say?
I also said,
Hey! Yo, these two have like Jedi mind
guys
trick stuff happening right here.
They're in
That's
sync.
a match. Dwayne, what did you write down?
I said jackhammer.
Ooh. Not a match, but that's okay. If any of you match people at home, I'll give you a couple hundred bonus points. What did they say?
Yeah.
Drill, there you go. That's a match. Nice job. You added 200 points to your score, bringing it up to 800 points. All right, that's the end of round 2. Richard and Walter have 800 points, and Brooklyn and Madeline are in the lead with 1,200 points. But still anyone's game. Up next, it's our double blank round, where one of these teams will earn the chance to play for $10,000. More blank slate. Blank Slate. I am standing here with our comics Sarah and Dwayne, where we're about to determine which team will go on to play for $10,000. It's time for the double blank round. Each question will feature 2 blanks, and 300 points will be awarded for every match. Richard and Walter, because you're trailing, you can select who you want to join your team. Will it be Sarah or Dwayne?
Mario, we're going to go with Sarah.
Okay. Sarah, please join them. Dwayne, of course, that means you're going to be playing with the ladies. All right, here we go. Richard and Walter, here is your blank slate. The ancient tomb of King Tut's cousin, King Nut, was just discovered. As you might imagine, the inside was filled with pounds of blanks and blanks.
Oh, wow.
The ancient tomb of King Tut's cousin, King Nut, was just discovered. As you might imagine, the inside was filled with pounds of blanks and blanks. Y'all like King Nut, huh? You like it? King Nut, his cousin.
King Nut, yeah.
Cold as ice.
You know, Mr. Peanut got beat up in the park recently.
Did he?
He was assaulted.
Oh! See, I appreciate that. As a dad, I appreciate that. All right, they're all finished over here. Richard, the ancient tomb of King Tut's cousin, King Nut, was just discovered. As you might imagine, the inside was filled with pounds of blanks and blanks.
I had no idea whatsoever, so I just wrote down gold and silver.
King Nut, all about gold and silver then. All right, Walter, what did you say?
I said nuts and sand.
All right, not a match. Sarah, what did you say here?
I said peanuts and cashews.
Hey. Not a match. That's where I was thinking along these
yeah.
lines, but if any of you match the people at home, I can give you bonus points. Let's see what they said.
Oh.
Peanuts and almonds, there you go.
I got a little bit.
Great job, you've added 300 points to your score, bringing the total up to 1,100. All right. That is the score to beat. Brooklyn, Madeline, now your turn. Here's your blank slate. Forgetful Frank did it again.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, Frank, you know how he is. He was about to board his flight when he realized he forgot his blank and blank at the TSA checkpoint. Forgetful Frank did it again. He was about to board his flight when he realized he forgot his blank and blank at the TSA checkpoint. Oh, it's the worst.
Oh my gosh. It is awful when you forget stuff. But
Yes.
it's also awful to just see people at the TSA checkpoint. I'm like, haven't we learned by now to wear socks? Like, haven't we learned?
Everyone's finished writing their answers over here. Madeline, Forgetful Frank did it again. He was about to board his flight when he realized he forgot his blank and blank at the TSA checkpoint. What did you say?
I said suitcase and passport.
Ooh, very practical, and you're right. That would be awful if that happened. Brooklyn, what did you say?
I said ID and ticket.
Judges, because ID, passport, I think it's kind of a match. What do you say? Oh, come on, judges. All right, don't get upset. Dwayne, what did you say?
Wow, great answers. And Judge, you're on one right now. But I said laptop and phone. I thought one of you would say phone.
Yeah.
All horrible things to forget. You're exactly right. Not a match, that's okay, though. If any of you match with people at home, I can give you bonus points. I'm sure there's got to be a match at home here. What did they say? Ticket and luggage, there you go. One of those had to hit. Nice job. You've added 600 points to your score, bringing it up to 1,800. And that's enough to win. Congratulations, Brooklyn and Madeline. You won the game. All right. Richard, Walter, y'all played well, man. Have fun at the next bingo game. We appreciate you. And listen, when we come back, Brooklyn and Madeline are going to play our final match and try to win $10,000. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. Nice job. Welcome back to Blank Slate. Brooklyn and Madeline have won the game and $1,000, and they're going to now try to turn it into $10,000. This is how it's going to work. Before you are 4 categories. They are comics, cuisine, clothes, and cars. Behind each category is a blank slate, and for each, your team will write a single answer, and both of our comic guests will play. However, for each blank slate, you can only pick one comedian to match. It takes 3 total matches to win the $10,000, so choose carefully. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great. What category would you like to start with?
We're gonna go with clothes.
Clothes. Nice. Here is your first blank slate. I never wear jeans when I blank. I never wear jeans when I blank. All right, we're all locked in. Brooklyn and Madeline, for I never wear jeans when I blank. What did you say?
Workout.
There you go. All right, who would you like to match with? Sarah or Dwayne?
Sarah.
Sarah. Seem confident about that.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't pick Dwayne. What did you say?
I said when I work.
Oh, when you work. Oh. Sarah, if you gave the same answer as Brooklyn and Madeline, they're going to be that much closer to $10,000. What did you say?
I never wear jeans when I exercise.
Hey! That is a match. Nice work. If you get 2 more matches, you'll win $10,000. All right. Which category would you like to go to next?
Cuisine.
Cuisine.
Yes.
Okay. Here is your second blank slate. The greatest Greek food is blank. Ah, I've got my answer. The greatest Greek food is blank. I don't know what Sarah's doing. Sarah's changing a carburetor over there. What's going on? Okay, we're all good. Brooklyn, Madeline, for the greatest Greek food is blank. What did you say?
We said Euro.
Euro,
Yeah.
okay. Ladies, who would you like to match with? Sarah or Dwayne?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, okay. You didn't pick Sarah. Let's see what she said.
It took me a second to remember how to spell Euro.
Oh! Okay, so that's what Sarah said. However, you picked Dwayne, and if he gave the same answer as you ladies, you're gonna be that much closer to winning $10,000. Dwayne, what'd you say?
Now, Judge, I went to public school, okay? I said,
Yay! You know what? I'll take gyro. That is a match. All you need is one more. You win $10,000. Which category would you like to go with next?
Cars.
Cars. Okay, this is your third blank slate. This could do it all. The hardest part of driver's ed is learning how to blank. Oh, this takes me back. I think we're all on the same page here. The hardest part of driver's ed is learning how to blank. Okay, ladies, what did you say?
Parallel park.
Hey, parallel parking is tough. All right, who would you like to match with? Sarah or Dwayne?
I think everyone's gonna have the same answer, so I'm gonna say Sarah.
Very confident.
Yeah.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah.
All right, you didn't pick Dwayne, but let's see what he said. Dwayne?
I said park.
You just have a hard time parking in general.
No, I couldn't fit parallel.
Oh, you couldn't
on
pick
that.
parallel.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, if you gave the same answer as Brooklyn and Madeline, they'll win $10,000. What did you say?
For me, the hardest part of driver's ed is learning how to parallel park.
Hey! Congratulations, ladies! You have 3 matches. You won $10,000. That's awesome. Great job. Great job.